Pretty smelly.
Why don't you tell him about it? I'm sure he's not watching. Oh, hell, we started, didn't we?
Yep. So,
way to cough on the audio.
Yep, we're live. So, let's start off, I guess, telling everybody what happened, because I'm sure...
What happened to the disclaimer? Do the disclaimer.
Disclaimer. We're not professionals in any means, shape, or form.
This is not a family-friendly podcast.
Not a family-friendly podcast. Don't let your mom listen to it.
In fact, I just told my mom to not listen to it moments ago.
Yeah. I heard that conversation. So, so let's talk about what happened last weekend. I'm sure all the listeners are curious about how our competition went that we talked so adamantly about.
Well, no, you were adamant.
I was adamant.
I was not at all. But yeah, we did something entirely different. We did breaks. Yeah, because we were really messed up that night.
Yeah, we drank until 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock.
It might have been closer to 4.
Yeah.
But it worked out well for me.
Yeah, he didn't have to do anything.
I mean, we did do breaks, but that was a debacle. Wrong show.
Yeah, I don't think this is working.
Sweet.
But yeah, so we didn't do any of that. Oh yeah, we didn't hit the go live button. That's why.
Oh. Well, push it.
Okay.
Like salt and pepper.
We pushed. 3, 2, 1.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't do the competition thing because we were responsible adults.
Man. It's going a little far, isn't it?
Yeah. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Very, very sarcastic.
Yeah, see, now you messed it all up again.
Well, okay. Like we said before, we're not professionals. We'll continue to say that.
We're pretty much morons with hobbies.
Yeah. I agree. Alright, so now let me see if I can share this. I don't know. See that way. Yeah, another thing I realized from last time talking to you, and I don't know how I never realized it before.
Oh boy.
Oh, is it you're such you're so safe with firearms, and I'm not saying I'm not either. Are you a CRSO?
No,
just RSO. Okay.
But that class changed my whole world.
Yeah, definitely.
Way safer than I always was. I mean, I've always been incredibly adamant about firearm safety, but that one class totally changes your whole perception of everything, and it's kind of scary. And, because I'm not. I think we went over this. I'm not the classroom guy. I'm just not that guy. But that class hit me hard. It was an eye opener, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what made me want to go on and do the CRSO class and to be able to teach that class. But
I tried. That class is hard to get into. It's hard to fill seats in that class.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them.
I mean, there's really no point in it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I assume it's.
You don't learn anything new.
Yeah.
So
SOP stuff. Whatever. And honestly, actually, you taught my RSO class.
Yeah, I did.
And honestly, a lot of it we spent a huge chunk on medical, which was very important in my mind.
Yeah. No, that's a big deal. Something I think needs to be stressed a lot more with everybody. If you're gonna punch holes in people, you gotta learn how to fix them.
Yeah.
But what I was getting at is you're to the point where you don't even feel comfortable about putting holes in people. Is what I noticed, and I kind of started thinking back to our other conversations in the past, and he's just or it's just a different mindset, I guess.
Well, no, I think what you're talking about, if I'm understanding you right, is my big fear is not to put in holes in people. I'm okay with that.
Right.
I have no problem with that, and I don't have a problem plugging them up either. My fear is the legal repercussions.
Yeah.
That scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
As you know, I've spent a lot of time in courtrooms lately. In the past couple of years, but not bad things. Don't judge me.
Nothing.
But, 'cause I'm not, I think we went over this. I'm not the classroom guy. I'm not the courtroom guy. I'm not the, you know, I think what you're talking about is my big fear is the legal repercussions. Yeah. That scares the shit out of me. As you know, I've spent a lot of time in courtrooms lately. But not bad things. Don't judge me.
Nothing.
But the rules surrounding being a justified shooting scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because you can get railroaded
Yeah.
bad. When in your mind it was justified.
Right. You could be saving your own life or your life for your family, and then all of a sudden you're.
But in the courtroom mind,
civil suit.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And they're gonna. Yeah. It's just that's more concerning than anything. What was that this week we were talking about? Taking a punch in case you might have to take a hit. Or no, that might have been a different person.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Oh, wow. Thank you, beer.
Yeah.
So
that good old short-term memory loss.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, punching, kicking.
Punching, kicking.
Yeah.
Something about a chicken.
What were you saying about punching and kicking?
No. I'm saying there's a chance if you get into a tiff with somebody that you might have to take a punch in the face and walk the fuck away.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
swallow your pride.
Right. Which, I'm not a very prideful person anyway, but that's not a fun scenario to me,
No.
I've never been the guy that straps on my holster and says, "All right, I'm badass."
Right.
So that's a weird topic, and it's very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing is just legal repercussions. Like, I don't want to deal with it. Like, yes, I have second call defense. I get it. That'll help.
Yeah.
But it's not the Cadillac plan. Like, I'm not,
Right, and there's limits to it and all that. And
right. And then, the civil suits are going to be awful anyway.
Civil suits are going to just tear you apart.
Exactly.
Look at Zimmerman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude's done. No money, can't get a job, lost his wife.
Yep.
It doesn't. I don't care what your feelings are on that shooting, whether it was justified or not. The court ruled it justified.
Yeah.
But
you still lose everything.
The civil suits. His life is completely over, and it sucks.
Yeah. All that crap can bury you over. Now there are some clear-cut defense shootings. There are. But the odds of getting into self-defense shooting anyway, and then it being completely justified, are so tiny.
And you're basing your actions on 6 other people or 12 other people. I'm sorry, judging your
trying to relive the moment and
right.
get in your mindset.
And in our day and age, and in our area even, just the fact that you're carrying a gun, concealed or otherwise, is pretty much frowned upon in this area anymore.
Well, it depends. This area has a serious. It's got a real heavy mix because
it does.
Where we are is very rural. Wow.
Yeah.
But
lots of farmers, ranchers.
A lot of people in town are that way too. But downtown is not that way at all. So
and more people are moving in from to this area that are.
Right. Oh yeah. We can tell a story about making noise out here even, and we're 14 miles out of town.
Yeah. Yeah. We are out in the middle of nowhere.
We do have some neighbors that don't appreciate us all the time. Yeah. Hell, I told you the story about people riding their horses through my long range target where I'm at.
Yeah.
Well, the longest I have, at 250 yards. People were riding their horses right in front of my target while I was shooting.
Yeah. On your property.
Well, the property I live on.
Yeah.
So.
I'm getting the AIDS or something.
Well, I think you've always had it.
Yeah, it's just my immune system is depleted right now. It happens 3 times a year, man. Summer, spring, and fall.
I think you just got the HIV.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not full-blown AIDS yet.
Not yet. It will be soon. Yeah. I could probably find something dirty to poke you with.
That's okay.
That sounded awful, didn't it?
You got some moldy bread?
No, I just threw that away, actually.
Oh, dude, so, the story about moldy bread, this is disgusting. But, back when I was young and dumb and lived with a bunch of guys, so I moved into this apartment, and there was this moldy, there was just this bag on the top of the fridge, and the bag was, moving up and down, it was breathing, and I'm I was going to throw it away, I'm this is disgusting, they're no, that's our pet loaf of bread, man, that's alive.
You know, I thought I had weird friends. But I mean, I guess I'm technically friends with you, but
yeah.
I mean, we just made that public. Sorry. Actually, I'm sorry for myself.
Yeah.
How was that gun related?
I don't know. It just reminded me of it. Penicillin. Yeah. So yeah, I was just curious if that was like just two separate planes of thought, you know, because like I have no like that's where I come from, the shop I work in. That's kind of our deal, right? Is that tactical
Right.
kind of crowd.
And I'm good with that stuff.
Yeah.
But the way I train is not the way you guys promote. Like some of the things that you're bigger into are more kind of into the world situations, and I'm not one of those people that thinks, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen in my lifetime. You know, I'm fighting my way back to my guns and blah blah. I mean, times are awful, but I think that just comes with age. Like, talk to anybody. Social Security's been going away since the 70s. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's all the same track. So my focus is really on that. Wait, we have one person watching.
Yeah, that looks like it. What's up, Chris?
Anyway, it's just not the way my brain handles things.
Yeah.
I'm probably too logical.
Right.
Now, does your stuff have a purpose? Absolutely. Like I don't disparage it at all. I just don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Like we said last time, I don't do the role play thing.
Yeah. And it's like when I'm talking to customers, I have to like catch myself because I'm like, you know, if you're gonna buy a Glock 43, you know, you're only gonna use this when you're wrestling with a bigger guy. He's on top of you. He's choking you out. You know, and this is me having a conversation with a customer. And I'm like, you pull that son of a bitch out and you pull the trigger till the slide locks back.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, shit.
Should I be pushing this shit
right. Should I be saying that to somebody?
Yeah, no, probably not. No.
Yeah, you know, and that's our shop, you know. My boss talks that way, and you know, it's just
right, which is fair. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that mindset. It's just a little unrealistic. And you know, like I said, I have a 365, which is what slightly smaller than the 40.
Way smaller.
And I mean, I can shoot that bastard at 20 yards all day.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Like, I need to work on the playing cards with that bastard.
Right.
I need to get off my ass first, but
yeah, both of us.
Oh, we're not going into that. That's personal shit.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what's this on your screen? The Flux. Never mind.
Have you seen that yet?
I have, but I don't care.
Because you're not a Glock guy. Well, I guess that's for that looks like a SIG P320, or maybe that's it. I don't know what that thing floating around on there is. I was gonna show you the brace, but that looks like their own gun. It's even got.
Yeah. Well,
that's interesting.
You know, to the one listener that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought completely. Like I had something for that. Was there a gust of wind? I've had a lazy weekend, and it shows.
Yeah. And you know, a good buddy of ours, Roden, he's probably gonna listen later, or jump in or something,
or point and laugh at least.
He made a good point. He's like, you guys got to do this even when you don't feel like it. And I tell you what, man.
Oh,
I don't feel like it.
I don't feel like it at all.
Yeah.
We talked about, you know, my things.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I mean, for some reason, we always have these conversations. And, you know, you just said, let's make it public for some silly reason.
Yeah. I mean,
but, you know,
people dug the first episode, apparently. I mean, it did really well.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I don't either, man.
Actually, you dug it. Remember, we went...
So I listened to it 50 times. Yeah, I'm the only listener. Actually, I just wanted to make it look like...
That makes a lot more sense. So you got a proxy server, and you've been bouncing your IP all over the country, or all over the planet?
Sure.
That makes sense.
Because I know how to do it. As we can tell how I run my computer.
Oh, it doesn't run. It does not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, I think, you know, we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. I mean, I think we got a lot of stuff. What's new at the shop this week? You got any new shit that I should have come up and seen?
No. No.